When love starts to fade, how my girlfriends, just friends hangouts with a male colleague turned into an emotional affair, forced me to confront the cracks in our 6-year relationship and left me questioning if I was ever enough for her. My name is Alex, and I've been in a relationship with Emily for over 6 years. We met in college, started as roommates, and eventually, somewhere between late-night movie marathons and lazy Sunday mornings, we fell for each other. Or at least, I thought we did. Our relationship was never perfect. We were opposites. Emily was the social butterfly, always craving new experiences, while I was the introvert who preferred a quiet night in. It wasn't just a personality difference, it was a fundamental disconnect. She thrived in crowds, at parties, meeting new people, while I always felt like she was dragging me into a world where I didn't belong. But love is about compromise, right? I believed that if we just tried hard enough, we'd always find a middle ground. Then 3 months ago, she started a new job. And that's when I first heard his name. Jason. At first, it was subtle. Just a guy she worked with, someone she occasionally mentioned in passing. But soon, his name became a fixture in every story. They had lunch together. They went for coffee. They played ping pong during breaks. They took the same train home every evening, 40 uninterrupted minutes, just the two of them. At first, I ignored it. Emily was friendly with everyone. She had male friends before. But there was something different this time. I started noticing small things. The way she'd hesitate before mentioning his name. The way she'd get this tone in her voice when she talked about him, casual but with a little too much enthusiasm. Like she wanted to talk about him, but was trying not to. Then came the first real red flag. One evening, Emily mentioned that a colleague had invited her to go shopping at a vintage clothing store on a Saturday. She didn't say his name. I didn't push. But the fact that she chose to keep it vague when she knew I knew all her colleagues? That felt deliberate. A few days later, the topic came up again, and this time, I asked, which colleague? She paused for half a second. Just a half-second hesitation before saying, "Oh, Jason." My stomach dropped. Saturday arrived. As she got ready, I watched her pack her tote bag. An outdoor blanket. Her camera. "Since when do you need those for thrift shopping?" I joked, forcing a smile. She laughed, kissed my cheek, and left. She was gone for 8 hours. When she got home, she seemed off. Almost nervous. She sat down beside me, glanced at me a little too quickly, and said, "So, you seemed a bit uncomfortable about me going out with Jason." She knew. I kept my face neutral. "How was it?" She hesitated. Again. Then, like it was no big deal, she said, "Oh, we got coffee at his place first, then went to the store, grabbed some food, went for a walk, had a picnic, then went back to his place for another coffee before I drove home." My blood ran cold. That wasn't hanging out. That was a date. I tried to stay calm, but my voice was tight when I asked, "How would you feel if I spent the whole day with another woman like that?" She sighed. "Yeah, I guess I wouldn't like it." That night, as she showered, something in me snapped. I'd never done this before, but I checked her phone's lock screen. A message from her best friend, Anna. "How was your day with Jason?" All caps. Excited. If this was just shopping, why was it the hot topic among her friends? The next morning, I woke up, and before I could even say a word, she spoke first. "Look, Jason and I have a lot in common. He's been emotionally supportive lately." I stared at her. Emotionally supportive? She nodded but wouldn't meet my eyes. I took a deep breath. "Do you have feelings for him?" She hesitated. Again. "I don't think so," she finally said. "I just wanted to see if we could be friends." Bullshit. Something inside me shattered right then. Not just because she admitted to feeling something, but because she had known this was wrong before she even left. She had confided in her friends, asked for permission, deleted messages, but still went anyway. That's not a mistake. That's a choice. I asked if she had deleted any chats. She went pale. "Only one," she admitted. "He made a joke about dipping his balls in chocolate. I didn't want you to see it and think something was going on." Think something was going on? That was the moment I knew. She wasn't telling me the full story. Over the next few days, we talked. And fought. And talked some more. She kept contradicting herself. At one point, she told me Jason had a girlfriend. Later, she let it slip. "I don't think their relationship will last." Ah. So that's where this was going. She swore nothing physical happened. I believed her. But emotional cheating? That's worse in some ways. She cried. She said she regretted it. That she never meant to hurt me. That she didn't realize what she was doing until it was too late. I wanted to believe her. But how do you unsee the red flags? How do you erase the knowledge that, given the right circumstances, she would do it again? She kept hesitating when I asked if she'd cut contact with him. She kept saying she needed time to figure out what was appropriate. That sometimes you can't control how you feel and you need time to sort things out. I don't need time to know where I stand. If you're in a committed relationship, you don't entertain crushes. You don't let yourself explore your feelings for someone else. You shut that shit down before it becomes a problem. Now I'm stuck at a crossroads. If I leave, I have to quit my job, move back to my home country, and start over. If I stay, I have to live with the fact that my girlfriend emotionally cheated on me, lied by omission, and only stopped because I caught her. She says she loves me, that she's willing to fix this. But I keep wondering, if I hadn't said anything, how far would she have let this go?